What's up, everybody? Welcome to another video. In today's video, we are going to be reacting to a video by the YouTuber Cameron, and his video is titled Deshae Frost Has a Huge Problem. Now, before I even get into this reaction, I need to address something that I've been seeing a little bit. Now, it's not by the majority of y'all. I really rock with y'all and I appreciate all the support. But there's a few people that think that my content is not original. And the reason is because I'm doing reactions and giving my commentary. I understand from the outside looking in that could be the case, and I have had those, judgments before. So I'm not even going to hold y'all too much to the fire, but the idea that I don't do original content is just laughable at this point, because before I started doing reactions on this same channel, I did a lot of what you would say original videos. If you want me to prove it, I'm gonna prove it right now. Hold on. Let's go to videos. All right, so this is all reaction, right? I did one here, but starting here, you're not stuck. You just need to adapt. This is original. This is original. This is original. This is original. All this is original content from me. So the idea that I don't do original content, all you have to do is scroll down and you would find that. Actually, I released one just 2 days ago right here. What are y'all talking about? If y'all want me to even show you more, I literally have a main channel that is all about animation. It has 9.36K. So this channel right here you're looking at, this is my bread and butter. This is where I do my animations, where I put most of my resources in. So the idea that I don't do original content is just crazy. But I just wanted to clear that up. And if you have a problem with me doing it, you should have a problem with all your streamers that watch and react to videos and post on YouTube, or other content creators that do the same. Y'all can't be singling out and just picking and choosing. All right, now that rant is over, let's get into the video.
A few months ago, I dropped a video titled Black YouTube Has Gotten Even Worse, and in that video, I talked about some pretty degenerate content styles that at the time happened to be pretty popular in the black community. 20v1s, freaky dating shows, mainly just calling out the weird freaked out content. And near the end of the video, I had a segment talking about Captain Freak himself, Deshae Frost, where I stated that the man was bringing that freakiness from his YouTube channel over to Twitch. I mean, the man quite literally got head on stream, and he admitted to it, which comes up later in the video. But Deshae actually ended up reacting to this whole video on his Twitch, and what I'm about to show you is a clip of Deshae going on a rant about me after he reacted to the vid.
Always have to have these like weird twists. Like I said, there's many phenomenal black content creators out there.
This
Why does it always have to
this oh my,
like I said,
this want to be an AMP and RDC and chilling with Speed. No, you're not. You will not be an AMP. You will not be an RDC. You will never see I Show Speed, my, and I don't even know who this is.
See, one of the issues with our community is that we can't take valid criticism, and I know that might seem a little bit funny after I went on my own rant, but there is truth to the idea that content within our community is more sexualized, and it's more appealing if it's invoking that form of like visuals to your eyes. You know, the freaky dates, the 20v1s, those type of content just seem to have, an allure and presence within our community. And I know there's a whole issue with saying this is black content, because there are other subsets of black content creators that don't do that, myself included. I could just call myself out. Literally, I just showed you guys my animation channel. I get it why black people don't want that to be casted over them, but the idea is, if we want to claim anything to be a black thing because a black person is doing it, again, we cannot pick and choose. This is black content. And yeah, Deshae, you can't talk to people like Deshae and the people who do these 20v1s, the people who do the freaky stuff, because they're not listening to anything if the money sound keeps ringing in their ears. It's just that simple. Whatever criticism you want to levy against them, as long as you're getting paid, they ain't hearing what you talking about.
Bro, you will be in your room making these videos about every nigga who does this shit, bro. Keep glazing these niggas while I'm working with them, bitch.
And since Deshae said that I'll sit in my room making these videos about everyone else, that's exactly what I'm gonna do today. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, and happy holidays to you all. Deshae Freaky Frost will do anything for clout, and it's been apparent in his content creation career. Now, I'm pretty sure we're all familiar with Deshae Frost, but for those of you who aren't, he was once an actor who acted in a show called SWAT, who then transitioned into making comedic vids on Vine and Instagram, who eventually ended up transitioning over to YouTube, where he'd vlog his lifestyle with his family, and now he pretty much just streams on Twitch. But we're gonna talk about his YouTube first, because this man's catalog is insane. Like, this man started off with some pretty generic vlogs on his channel with his family, but then later down the line, this man started creating freaky content with his family. Like, this man has created new—
Was that his mother? That's crazy. If that was his mother, that's crazy.
numerous videos where the whole goal of the videos were to legit sexualize his mom for content. Let me actually read you some of these titles. My mom got her body done. I think Dub has a crush on my mom. Dub and my mom's BF got into it over her BBL. I caught Kai Cenat looking at my mama booty. My mom must be stopped.
Yo, the fact that you're clip farming or clickbaiting rather with your mom is wild. But this is not on the child. This is on the mother. How are you letting your son do this? This is crazy. Again, it's some people might call it fatherless activities. I don't want to cast that judgment or cast any aspersion on his family dynamics, but this is wild. How is this even okay? But again, if we say he's black and he's doing this, would we then have an issue if people say this is black content? Honestly, I don't think it's black content. I just think it's just a kid trying to get as much views and get as much money as he can, so he just wants to post the most salacious stuff. It's pretty much rampant these past couple of years. The rise of degenerate content seems to not be slowing down. I would hope we left that in 2024, but I doubt that's the case. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Using your mom in the titles and showing her all provocative is kind of wild to me.
This man is quite literally horny baiting his mom. But let's actually focus on this "my mom got her body done" video, because I think this is the funniest of them all. So this video is essentially about his mom getting a BBL. Here's a quick clip of what the video is about.
Let me see your body.
Huh?
Let me see your body.
Before I show everybody else?
Just show me.
Oh my god.
How are you even comfortable doing that or to asking your mom to show you that? That's crazy.
Look though, I have no stomach.
What?
Look, I got hips too. Finally, I don't.
So you just threw that stomach to that and you thought that was okay.
Ooh, my butt does.
That's not even a real butt, Mom.
That is my stomach.
That, open your phone. You know what that is?
What?
That's that. That is that.
And I was like,
Mom, that is that.
yeah.
You used to have a stomach, Mom.
Yeah, that's pretty much the entire
What?
video. Like, the whole video is just him acting mad about his mom's butt, yet the camera seems to stay glued to her ass. It's like the cam is just like insta-locked there. It's just like he just can't lock it off of her ass. I also find it crazy how this man just referred to his mother's stomach as a stomach, and he's saying that all that weight went down to her ass. I think this man forgot that he's creating content with his mother. Like, this is odd. There's even a part in the video where he asked one of his homies if he'd hit his mom. And when he says hit, he's not talking about punching.
You want to show it off? Nah, you don't pay 20,000. Go ahead then.
I'm not wearing this.
Like, show it off. I'm asking you. So you telling me you hit my mama? Huh? You smell my mama?
No.
What?
Is that not weird?
How far in age is his mom and him? His mom looks fairly young, so
You're asking one of your homies if they'd smash your mom for content. Now look, I know this content is fake. A 2-year-old could tell you that, you know?
Yeah.
You do not need a Harvard degree to tell that Deshae Frost content is obviously fake. But at the end of the day, it's still weird.
Still his
you're literally
mom.
making a
That's
video about your
odd.
mother's ass.
Yeah,
And this
that's
man even got
crazy.
the hard eyes in the thumbnail with the monkey emoji. Like, bro, there's another video, "My Mom Must Be Stopped," where the gist of it was just Deshae walking in on his mom making freaky Patreon content.
This smell hella good though. What? Bro, what? Oh! Bro, what the f is going on, bro? What is going on?
Now this video is also
Yeah, it's
obviously
fake.
fake, but even though it's fake, it's still weird. Like, let's be real here,
Yeah.
it is still odd. You're putting your mother in a sexual light for content. Let's just think about it for a second. You literally recorded yourself walking in on your mom wearing lingerie for content. It gets to a point.
Like, imagine you having to tell your mom, okay, mom, in this scene, I need you to strip down to your bathing suit or whatever that, piece of lingerie. I don't know women's clothing. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this dude lay on the floor and act like he's taking pictures of you. What I'm then going to do is walk back down the hallway and walk back into the kitchen. And I want you to act like you're posing provocatively to post some pictures. All right, you got it? Yes, son. Your mother, will do that for you. What kind of dynamics do they have in that household? That is really interesting. And very uncomfortable. I can't even fix my lips to say that to my mom. Yuck. Yuck. Nah. Plus, I have way too much respect for my mother, and my mother has way too much respect for herself to even want to hear that. I would probably be in a body bag if I said something like that.
Dude, like, you gotta go back to the drawing board, because what even is this?
What is this video called?
Cooking with me.
Huh? What is this video?
It's called
Butter them buns? What is you doing? What is you huh?
Come cook with me.
Oh!
Just.
So
real
this is
quick.
what it's gone to.
No, what? Can you turn the camera off real quick?
I wonder what conversations are had when they record a video like this. Like, does the man say to his mom, get sexy for a video? Or like, what does he say?
Literally what
Or
I
is it
just
like,
said.
Mom, get in your best lingerie, the bills need to be paid. That's kind of bars. I can't lie, that is kind of bars. But like, what conversation does this son have with his mother for her to get into some lingerie and act like she's taking freaky photos and him walking in? Like, what conversation is had to create something like this? The human mind is so complex, The human mind has created movies like Oppenheimer, Avengers Endgame, The Matrix, but it's also created things like My Mom Must Be Stopped by Deshae Frosts. Like, it's insane what the human mind can do. Not only can we solve math equations, but we can also create freaky content about our mothers on YouTube. Like, I'm telling you, humans are complex. There's another video, right? I caught Kai Cenat looking at my mama booty. Now, this video is just a boring 1-hour vlog, but in the vlog, there was a part where Kai Cenat talked about his mom's butt.
Yeah, she got to be. Just something nice.
Bro, chill, bro. Mom, you over here talking about your ass and shit, bro.
Now, what I find funny is that out of this whole video, out of this 1 hour, the clickbait that this man decides to use is the part where Kai Cenat talks about his mom's ass. Either this man enjoys having his homies talk sexually about his mom, or he just loves seeing his mother in a sexual light. Or maybe even both. I think it's both. Like, what is up with this man and like just being sexual with his...
I'm just saying this. I'm not saying this is a fact because I don't know Deshae's family dynamics, but I have seen the cases, especially in our community, where you grow up with a single mother and that mother starts treating the son as her boyfriend. So it could be the case because they pretty much might have grown up together because the mom looks fairly young, right? To the point that while they were growing up, that she might have just considered him the man of the house, not in a sexual way, not in a romantic way, but it's just one of those things that tend to happen a lot in single mother households, to the point that he's comfortable enough to talk to his mom like this because they probably grew up with that type of relationship of being like buddy or he's the man of the house type of thing. It's not really out of the realm of possibility, and I don't want to be disrespectful, but that's one explanation you can come to kind of understand the whole reasoning and dynamics between him and his mother and the comfortability within that as well.
His mother. Am I wrong for saying that's weird? Or am I like wrong for not understanding this? Because this is odd. And what I find even weirder is that this man just lets his homies talk sexually about his mom. Like, it's not like he stops him or anything. It seems like he encourages it. Even though he's getting fake mad about it, I think it's like a fake mad to where it's like, hey, keep on doing it, It's not like a, hey, actually stop. Because you can see he's kind of like in his like content creator mode. He's like, hey man, stop talking about my mom's butt. When it's like, you want him to talk about her butt, which is odd. How freaky do you have have to be to not only create freaky content, but freaky content about your mom? Look, I understand some families have different relationships, like maybe these jokes are something normal in the Frost family household, but even if they are, I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't think they're the best jokes to bring to the internet. Let me tell you why. If you're over here talking about, hey man, would you smash my mom? Look at her BBL, to one of your homies on camera, imagine how your audience takes that. They don't see her as your mother anymore, they just see her as another woman in your content that they're allowed to sexualize because you are doing it. And sexualizing women is a common thing in Deshae's content. Anytime he creates content with women, it always has to be freaky or sexual. You'll never see this man doing anything regular with a woman. It always has to be as sexual as it can be, or it's not for Deshae Diddy. Bars. Like, this man always wants his videos to be borderline porn, which we'll go more in depth on soon. But like I said, it's just weird. Obviously, I can't put all the blame on Deshae because, I mean, his mom did agree to be in these videos, which I find weird as well because, I mean, you're his mother. I would think that you'd at least be the one to be like, ew, no, I'm not gonna make freaky content with my son. That's kind of weird. But for some reason, she agreed to it. So, I mean, I can't place all the blame on Deshae. I guess the freakiness just runs in their genetics. Like, it just runs in their veins. But like I said, I find these videos weird because the gist of these videos are legit for the son to sexualize the mom, which is just nasty.
I mean, pretty much indirectly, he's probably made his mom a main character on his channel, which I guess would drive up revenue or drive up views if she's on the thumbnail, because not only is the content a little bit weird, but his audience is probably bought into his mom and like drawn interest to his mom as well. So it's probably only going to be more beneficial to keep putting the mom in the videos because they already have this parasocial relationship with the mother as well. Strategy wise, is it bad? No. But morally, is it kind of questionable? It's not even questionable. Morally, is it bad? Yes, it's bad. Morally. It's not even no two ways about it. But again, who are you to tell one of these content creators what and what they can't do if they're seeing the success that is gotten from it? You know, it's like talking into one ear and the information is spilling out through the other. It's like no point. You just let them do what they got to do till it gets old and they figure out that this is all they had and they don't have anything else they can kind of provide of value. And that's when you start seeing the cracks start to happen, and you know the pivot is not as easy for them to do. And yeah, that's how empires fall, pretty much.
I can assure you that no one on earth wants their mothers to be sexualized by random people online. But for some reason, this is a dream for Deshae Diddy and his mom. They could care less because I guess it pays their bills, which is insane because that shows the only things that they value in life. Money. They'll do anything for it. If he's got to have his friends talk about his mom's butt in his videos, he's gonna do that to get paid. And if she—
Back in the day, talking about somebody's mother would result into a fight on the playground. If you wanted to have people fight, just say, oh, he said this about your mother. And without asking no questions, y'all throwing down. Because one thing you don't do is disrespect the mother. Them was fighting words back in the day, talking about somebody's mother. But now, I guess it's content, and you can talk anyway about your mother in your videos. As long as it's bringing in the views, it doesn't matter.
She's got to act freaky in these videos, she's going to do that to get paid as well.
Crazy.
Which is honestly disgusting when you think about it. Don't get me wrong, money is cool and you need money to live in this world. But if you got to make freaky content with your mom to obtain money, then you got to think of a better way to make money. Like, let's just be real here. That's odd. And if it's not Deshae sexualizing his own mom for content, he'll find another woman in his family to sexualize, like his little sister, Brooklyn. This man made a whole video about his little sister getting a BBL.
That's weird.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you shaking, bro? Bruh. What are you?
How are you even comfortable standing there while your sister does that? Isn't that one? Like, yo, that's
You're
crazy.
being what are you on right now, bro?
Like, what is up with this man making videos about his family members getting BBLs? Like, is he about to make a video about his brother getting a BBL next? Like, this man is weird. Now, this was a joke video. She didn't actually get a BBL or anything. It was just like a plastic fake butt under her dress that was a prop. And Deshae was acting fake mad about it. And Deshae even admitted to this video being fake.
My little sister Brooklyn got a BBL. This is fake, bro. Like, this is fake.
But I'm gonna be completely honest, like, it doesn't matter if the content is fake or not. The problem is that you're sexualizing your family for views. Even though you know it's fake, you want these videos to be perceived as real. That's why the video doesn't say prank or anything like that in the title, or there's no segment in the video where you're talking about it being a prank. You posted it hoping that people thought it was real. That's why you didn't say anything about it being fake until you got called out for it. And even if it did say prank, it'd still be a weird video in my opinion, because you're still clickbaiting your little sister getting a BBL for views. At the end of the day, it's still sexualizing your family for content. Like, it's odd. And note, his sister wasn't even 18 at the time he posted this. She was 17. The video was posted July 30th, 2022, and her birthday is August 17th, 2004, which I know is only a few weeks away from her being 18, but let's be real here. Regardless if she's 17, 18, 21, or 30, this is still a weird video to post. I mean, the whole video is centered around your little sister's ass. Like I said earlier, you don't want to sexualize your family in your content because it just opens the door for other people to do that as well. And especially it being your younger sister, how'd you go from making blazing hot wing challenges with your sister to making videos about her ass? Like, that's a crazy jump. And what makes it even more weird is that the mom, once again, was playing into it as well.
Me and mom are twinsies.
What?
Look.
Returning. We're returning it. We're returning it.
Yours is more bigger than mine.
Mom.
It is?
And that's one thing that I'm noticing about this man's content. The mom is always for it regardless of what the content is. And that's probably where Deshae Diddy gets this from. Maybe his mom is like encouraging this behavior, but I find it odd. This just shows what the man
She had a shirt.
Mom.
It is?
and that's one thing that I'm noticing.
Does she have a shirt saying "Do call me"?
Man's content. The mom is always for it regardless of what the content is. And that's probably where Deshae Diddy gets this from. Maybe his mom is like encouraging
Right
this
there. Do call me. That's crazy.
behavior, but I find it odd. This just shows what the man will do for views. If he's got to talk about his mother's ass or his sister's ass, he's gonna do that. But we have yet to even talk about his Riz videos. This man sexualizes any woman that he comes across. I mean, for crying out loud, he had a whole series of videos where he'd like Riz up these girls, but it wasn't even like your normal Riz content, you know? It's nothing like that. What he would create is essentially softcore porn. And you could probably already tell that by just looking at some of these thumbnails and titles. I got her in my room in 10 minutes, trying to get a girl in the back in 10 minutes, getting my baby mama in the room in 10 minutes, OnlyFans star invited me over and this happened. And if you thought the thumbnails and titles were crazy, just wait until you sit there and watch the content.
Damn, come on.
Yeah.
You really got that.
I told you.
You really got that. Oh my god. This shit is.
Also been a few clips of Deshae's YouTube surfacing Twitter lately, and every clip I see of this man just happens to get worse and worse, and I actually want to show you guys some of these. Like, there's this clip of him randomly scooping this girl's yitties. I guess he was on like some sort of date or something.
Her lips are shaking. She got some nice lips. I'm not even gonna cat. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Hello. They
Nice to
speaking.
meet you.
They speaking back.
And what I find insane is that this man just has his little sister in the back with him, just cheesing. Like, the whole family is just full of a bunch of freaky frogs. And you would think that this is the only time that Deshae does something like this. Maybe it's a slip up, you know? Like, maybe he just went a little too far with the Riz. But no, it's a recurring thing in his content.
I don't know what he did there, but he was probably funneling some things. This is an easy and quick way for you to get a essay charge. You just so you know. All fun and games till, you know, somebody woke up at the wrong side of the bed and said, you know what, I didn't like that. Now millions of people saw you do that. I'm finna press some charges, unless you kind of break me off a little bit or something in that video, you know what I'm saying? So this is not a smart thing to do. I don't understand why he does it, but obviously his audience, his subscribers, they love it. They're probably only there to see that type of content, so he's going to supply them with that same type of content every time, and that's just what it is.
It's like this man's hands just gravitate towards the freakiness. Like, he's just gotta touch the yitties. This man has a problem where anytime he sees a woman, his freakiness enters fourth gear and he starts salivating. It's like this man is so freaked out that he can't even see women normally. Even the women in his family. He can't see his mom normally or his sister normally. He's gotta look at them sexually. He looks at them like a bag. And since we're talking about this man's YouTube channel, we also gotta talk about this man's show. Actually, you know what? There's not much to talk about. This man's show is literally just people getting freaky and people fighting. That's pretty much it. It's like this man just loves degeneracy. Like he created a whole show surrounded by degeneracy. He's got ratchet women fighting, ratchet women twerking, ratchet women showing their yitties on his Patreon.
All right, I think I'm going to end the video right here. His full video is going to be linked in the description, but there's like a bigger conversation to have here. I want to say for the past like maybe 7 years, like society has been more encouraging of sexually explicit lifestyles. So if that was the encouragement for people's lifestyles, obviously it was going to trickle down to the content. And I want to say during the pandemic, that's when a lot of things just blossomed. We had dating podcasts. We had, I don't know if that's when the 20v1s happened, maybe a little bit later, but everything just had to revolve around sexuality. And that's probably when he started his freak offs, because as Cameron said, Deshae didn't start his YouTube career doing those type of videos. So obviously with the trend going on, he just hopped on the wave and just started producing his form of content just to fill in that whole beast of sexual explicit content. And it's one of those things you just have to look at the customer, the consumer of these products. It's us. We want to see that. So they're going to continue to supply it. I'm not excusing his behavior. I think it's weird that he sexualizes his whole family, and I think it's way weird that his mother is on board with all the sexual things that he makes her do, or maybe she suggests he does to her, whatever. It's just wild. So I'm just gonna leave the video right there. Again, I will link this video in the description, and for those who might watch this and feel like, yeah, I'm just biting off the video, keep crying. Till next time, guys. Peace.